The door looks like a door of a kingdom, palace.
Okay.
The door is faded blue in color, and there is a water canal around that door, and there is a wooden plank to cross that small canal in which there are crocodiles.
Oh,
So I am standing outside this canal, and I look like I'm a small king, and there are thousands of soldiers behind me. And, some elephants, horses are also there. I have come to attack this kingdom, which is a very huge kingdom having a lot of soldiers and horses and all that. But the king is not aware that I have come to attack. So now I am leading my soldiers walking across this wooden panel and going inside and then trying to uh, break the door open. But the soldiers at the gate are using the bows and arrows to attack us. I am I am an expert fighter, so I start fighting with them. I start killing the soldiers who are attacking, and my soldiers are also coming now inside. The elephants and the horses are slowly walking, and with all my soldiers and the elephants, I have now broken open this blue large gate. As I enter the gate, the soldiers in the gate, they are sounding the, like a bugle. They are sounding to inform the king that there is an attack on the uh, kingdom. And immediately all the soldiers come running to the main entrance, and some people are running inside to tell the king that their kingdom is being attacked by a small uh, king. So when this goes to king, the king who is inside the room is now rushing out. He's getting himself dressed up for the facing the attack, and he is coming running, and his commander in chief is also getting ready, and he's also coming, and all the soldiers of that kingdom, they're all coming to attack and stop me from entering beyond the gate. But I have already stepped into their kingdom, and the door is completely open now. All my soldiers, who are not many in number but in thousands, are now entering the gates. The elephants have also entered, the horses have entered, the soldiers have also completely entered, and the the soldiers are now trying to lift the wooden plank which was across the canal so that further people cannot come, but we have already come inside. And now we are trying to move towards the palace. We are marching towards the palace, and the king is coming. The king is a very nice person. He is a very noble person. He's a very religious person. The king is coming, and at that time, I, along with my soldiers, marching there, and we are being attacked, but we are not minding. Some soldiers from my side are getting killed because of the attack, but without any worry or anything. We are now marching towards the palace, and we want to capture the palace. We want to capture the entire kingdom, though we are very small, but we are having that courage and confidence to capture this big kingdom. We have now entered the palace. All the soldiers are coming to stop, but we are very, very powerful. We have new techniques in the war techniques, so we are able to fight with those soldiers, and we are now entered the palace and going to the king's room. We are just searching where the king's room is, and we find that the king is in the uh, first floor. There are some steps, some wooden steps are there, and we are just climbing on the steps and going into inside the king's room. And when we are entering the king's room, he himself comes out surrounded by many soldiers, his commander, and all that. But we are able to completely remove all the people who are around him with our force. We have special war techniques, special techniques to attack, and immediately we capture the king and tie his hands with chains and tie his legs with the chains and remove the uh, the cap that is that the kings wear with a lot of jewels and pearls, everything, and then just we remove it as a symbol of having won won him. And once we have won the king, once we have captured the king, immediately our soldiers sound the bugle to announce our victory. And the king is trying to escape, but he has been tightly chained in his hands and legs, so he cannot move to anything. And our soldiers are just pushing out of the room, and they are bringing him down the first floor to the main hall down. And the soldiers, his soldiers are coming to save him, but our soldiers are taking care that nobody comes near, and the king is being taken. And immediately I, the very small king, take the king's crown and I just place it on my head. And I'm just laughing as if I've done a great thing in capturing a king who is very, very powerful, who is noble, who is spiritual, who is religious, who is doing a lot of help to the citizens of his country. But I am cruel. I am only interested in capturing the kingdoms around me, and those small, but I always have a very mighty warriors with me who are capable of defeating any army that fights them. Now I have brought the king down, and the queen is also coming down crying, and the king is telling her to stay away, and he signals her to go away from there, and the queen crying runs away from that place, and she is trying to escape from that place, and we do not do anything to her. We allow her to go, and we also allow her, all the ladies to go from there and try to capture the soldiers. And the soldiers, seeing that king has been captured, are surrendering to me one by one, and they are all removing their caps, and they are all taking out their bows and arrows and placing them before me. And I am very proud that I've been able to capture such a mighty king with a small army and a very, very well trained army. So I am just laughing that I can do anything to anybody. My mind is full of happiness and pride. I am, I know I am a wicked man, but it doesn't stop me from doing such attacks. Now I am telling the king that I've captured his entire land. I captured his people. I captured the citizens of his kingdom, and all have become my citizens. I will now be taking care of them, and he will be sent to the prison, and he will have to spend rest of his life in the prison. I immediately ordered the soldiers to take him to the prison and put him inside the prison, and the soldiers are taking him, and the king very politely, without doing any agitation. He's just walking with the soldiers and is going to the prison. Now I feel that everything I've captured, I know it is against the dharma. I know it is illegal, but still I want the entire land. I want the entire people under any other kingdom to be under my control. And I'm not a good king. I torture people. I torture. I do not give them proper food. I do not give them any freedom. I do not allow them even to worship in temples. I am very cruel, and I want people to obey whatever I say, and I uh, want anything I tell them, they have to obey. Nobody can disobey my orders, and if anybody disobeys my orders, their heads are cut off. Or if they do something with their hands are chopped off. If something they do wrong with their legs are chopped off. So the people of my own country are living in fear. And now I have come to this great kingdom where there is a huge population. And I know all these people will be afraid of me. And I take pride seeing their sadness, seeing them frightened for the king. And my soldiers are now taking their position inside this palace. And I'm now walking towards the Darbar hall. And I call the palace rishis and gurujis to perform the coronation ceremony for me. All the people are afraid. They are not even able to talk to me. They are all shivering, but they have to obey my orders. So they immediately arrange for the coronation ceremony, and they purify the crown which was taken by me from that king. They are now doing the rituals for purifying the crown which was on the other king, and they are giving me a bath in milk and a lot of scented water and all that. And they are putting a rose on me. They are putting the very fragrant water that is just on my head. And now they are giving me all the new silk clothes to wear. I have now worn the silk clothes, and I'm now walking towards the king's seat, and I'm now sitting on the king's seat, and the chief priest and the rishi of the palace comes, and he does the crowning for me. And all the ministers and all the people sitting there are very, very angry with me, but they cannot show their anger. They know how cruel I am. So they all just keep quiet and then just wait for my orders. And I tell them that this is not enough, that we have captured this great kingdom, but we will not sleep unless we capture the entire country. We have to go one after the other kingdoms and capture everything and make all this kingdom into one country, and then we should rule all over this country. And I have the lust for this sand. I have the lust for, I have the desire for this earth. I have the desire for all the lands here. So I want the land, I want all the people, and I want to torture. I have come here to torture the people, and when they are being tortured, I enjoy the way they are being tortured. I want people to be tortured. I don't want to give anything, any comfort to the people, and people should suffer. People should not get proper food also. The people should struggle in life, and the people should curse me, and then I will get happiness in their curse, what they're giving me. Whatever curse the people of this kingdom is giving me, I will take that as my blessings, the blessings coming from the people of this kingdom. I know the people will come and bless me in this court, but I know in their houses they'll be cursing me. I want that curse. I want the curse in this life. I've come here to capture the entire country. I want to capture the entire country. I want to capture all the people here, and I want to capture all the people in this world. I will not stop with this kingdom, but I'll march again and again. I got a huge army. So That is my purpose. So, purpose is to capture everything that is available on this earth. So, now having done the coronation, I am feeling very satisfied and happy that I've achieved something. And the king inside the prison is very balanced, he is very spiritual. So, he's not even crying, he's not even sad. He feels that this is all my karma that I had to face. So let me face it. I will face whatever is happening here. And whatever happens, it's all happening because of my destiny. I know one day I'll come back as king. And I know I'll be united with family and my people. The day is not far off when I will be united again with all these people. Like that, the king is waiting for a good day, and I am with full of anger, revenge, lust, desire for the land and the kingdom and the people of that kingdom, looking for more and more opportunities, waiting for opportunities, and just doing whatever cruelty I can do to the animals, to the birds, to the people, and everything around me.
Okay. Then what happened next?
One day, I am sitting on the dining table. There is bowls of huge fruits, collection of huge fruits everywhere, a lot of dishes. I have asked the palace cooks to prepare, and everything is served on the table, and I'm sitting alone. There is nobody with me. I am sitting alone and looking at all the dishes with pride. I just think, as a king, I can order anything from the palace kitchen and I can eat anything I want. So many things have been cooked for me in huge quantities and kept on the table. And now picking up a golden cup in which a man standing there with a mustache, with a beard, with a long dress, with a turban on his head, and is offering me some white color kheer. So that white color kheer, I'm just sipping and I'm laughing to myself how the people have been completely controlled by me. And I take another sip. Again, I laugh. I say that I've captured the land of this kingdom. Not only this kingdom, the neighboring kingdoms also. I have captured the king. I've chased the queen away, all the ladies away. And here I am sitting and enjoying in this palace, doing cruelty to the people, animals, and birds. And I am very happy to see them suffering. And here I am enjoying this sweet kheer. The third sip I take, suddenly I feel as if something is choking in my throat. I am completely getting choked now. I'm not able to breathe. My body is turning into blue color. The body is coming up to blue color. I'm not able to even close my eyes. I'm trying. I'm finding it very difficult to breathe also. And the cup falls from my hand and all the keel spills on me and on the table. And I just collapse. My eyes stare at the man who offered me the care. He's just smiling mischievously, and he is telling, "You are punished for all your deeds, the ill deeds, whatever you did in this life. You are punished in this life itself. You had lot of desire for lands, kingdoms, people, and all those desires are not for good things, but whatever you wanted were all to cause a misery to the mankind. So your end has also come miserably. I am one of the ministers here who was hiding from you all these days, and I could not see the people of this kingdom suffering, undergoing misery, undergoing torture under your rule, and I cannot bear my noble king starving and lying inside the prison. So then I have taken this decision to kill you, and I was able to kill you without any problem. Now your time is over. So just move away. My noble king will take over this kingdom and will bring peace and prosperity to the people of this kingdom. You are, I am just looking at him. I want to talk to him. I want to say a few words, but my lips are also not moving. I am, I am feeling very sorry that I have done all these things and I have to face this type of death, but nothing comes out of my mouth. And the minister is just again smiling and very mischievously smiling at me. And he just removes the crown on my head and he pushes me from the table and I just fall with my face down as if I am falling at his feet and then I die. I am now seeing the minister ordering the soldiers to immediately bring the king from the prison. So they are bringing the king outside the prison. They are giving him a good bath. They are giving him scents and perfumes, and they are just taking him to the king's chair again. They are the king comes and looks at me. He is noble. He says, give him a very decent burial. He is wicked, but his soul is not. So his body, in which his soul resided all these years, need proper treatment. So give him the best burial with the full palace respects and honors. So immediately the soldiers obey. They lift me and they put me on a silk bed. They are now putting the flowers on me. They are putting garlands. They are putting many flowers at my feet. And the king comes and pays his respect to me. He is really noble, I think. I feel I made a mistake by honor, by occupying, by capturing this kingdom, which is headed by a noble, a very, very God fearing king who was taking care of his citizens. I feel I have done harm. Therefore, I, the palace priests, come and pray and do my last rites. For me, for my soul to attain peace and crying, I exit from my body. I feel I wasted my life. I am just exiting, moving up, moving up into the sky, which is completely white. And I disappear into the sky. There is peace. I'm feeling that I am now at peace. The revenge, the lust, the desire I had for the land, the people, and the kingdom have all vanished from me. I'm feeling very happy. I'm very cheerful. I'm feeling very light. I'm just floating, just moving up, moving up, moving up, and then merge into the white sky above. I am now at peace, feeling very, very peaceful, very peaceful. My life is over.